We need some black vigilantes.
That's right.
People want to jump up and choke us and kill us for being loud. How about we do the same when they attempt to oppress us?
Right.
I'm tired.
Tired.
And so what he's talking about here, what Hawk Newsome is saying, and I don't blame him. He's fearful that if it's been legalized to chokehold black people for being loud, he's really worried about movie theater situations and people getting murdered in movie theaters because black moviegoers like to talk during movies. And sometimes I've been triggered by that and wanted to put someone into chokehold for talking during a movie. And so I got to give Hawk Newsome and Black Lives Matter credit there. That's a legitimate concern. If black people are not going to be allowed to be loud in movie theaters and could risk being restrained by a chokehold, legitimate concern.
I found Jordan Neely's.
Go
I
ahead.
found Jordan Neely's father. They can pull that here in a second. We also have the I think it's his mother talking about these wonderful white people. So we've got a few of them.
Whoa. Jordan Neely's mother's dead. She was murdered at 14.
This was I don't know who it is actually. It's a family, whoever it is, family of Jordan Neely speaking.
Someone in the family. Yes. His auntie probably. Do we have the clip of his auntie, or what do we got here, guys? Do we have another clip?
I just want to say I miss my son. My son didn't have to go through this. I didn't have to go through this either. It hurts. Really, really hurts. What are we going to do, people? What's going to happen to us now? I had enough of this. The system is rigged. Come on, people. Let's do something about this.
I abandoned my son, and it's you all's fault. And I miss my son. We used to do heroin together, and we won't be able to do that anymore. I mean, here's the BLL, Black Lives Matter women. Here's their reaction to the verdict. This will be interesting. The Black Queens have their say.
CHIVONA-NEWSOME. I'm the co-founder of Black Lives Matter Greater New York. And I'm a devout Christian. And in my Bible, thou shalt not kill. In the Torah, thou shalt not kill. In Buddhism, not kill a living thing. But America has no morals, no soul. Our bloods have paved the streets of this nation since its inception. It was foolish of us to think that a black man would get justice in the system designed to. My heart bleeds for the Neely family. My heart bleeds for his father, who sat in front of me every single day and prayed for justice for his son. There is no one coming to save black people, or else we wouldn't live in these ghettos, we wouldn't be in these prisons, and we would be further along than we are. We wouldn't be at the absolute bottom. So forgive me for being jaded and cynical, but once we saw those non-white jurors, we knew that this case was over.
9 of them.
Non-white jurors. How could there not be an uproar that the same person who got off Kyle Rittenhouse, who got off O.J. Simpson, was used here? And shame on you, celebrities and politicians who claim not to be racist, because the racists spoke loud and clear. John McCain's daughter, she had something to say. I think she incited a riot for the right. Phil Mickelson, he had something to say. Kid Rock donated $3 million. And if you look on social media, if you look at the hatred spewed across against us, against black people, against a man who was sick, because when there's a crisis of drugs in America, I'm sorry, it's only a crisis when it's a white person, an opioid crisis. Jordan was labeled a drug addict and labeled a crackhead. The only crime that Jordan Neely was guilty of was the color of his skin.
Come on.
But luckily for Daniel Penny, his skin was not like Jordan's, because you honestly wouldn't have seen our face. The NYPD would have arrested him after 3 hours. the justice system would have found him guilty. And shame on this jury. Because to be real, they didn't even try. Once the lesser charge was removed, they came back an hour later and said it was deadlock. Less than an hour and 20 minutes later, they said not guilty. These wonderful white people, I hope they celebrate their Christmas while the Neely family is praying and asking God for comfort. Goddamn them and goddamn America.
So I want to focus on the beginning and the end of that. First words out of her mouth is, I'm a Christian. Then she ends it with, goddamn them and goddamn America. I'm a vegan. I'm headed to White Castle. I'm heterosexual. I'm bending over for Diddy. These people are delusional. She has a mental disorder. She needs help. That was mind-blowing. I'm a Christian, but goddamn them and goddamn America. That is incredible. Your thoughts, TJ?
Well, if you just listen to that, you would think it's, I don't know, 1940, maybe 1960. These people are so delusional in their worldview, and it is the only thing that they have left at this point because the tide has turned. I mean, that scene could have been taken out of a movie. She prepared for that for a long time. Her, Al Sharpton, Ben Crump, they have prepared speeches for every time a black guy dies in America. Not if he dies from another black guy. Certainly don't care about any of the 800 or so murders in Chicago every year. But every time something happens where a drug addict is threatening to kill people on a subway and he gets choked only to the point where he's still alive, and then the police want nothing to do with him because they're afraid he's going to get AIDS because this guy was such a disaster. That's when they have these canned speeches. At some point, and I hope we're here. This is truly where I think this is my. I'm begging white people everywhere, please move on from this nonsense. Don't be manipulated ever again. White people, stop it. Because white people are generally would have allowed this to go on. It's like you can bark all day long, but white people had to go along with it, and they did, and that's what led to a very destructive time in America right around 2020. So move on from it. It's all staged nonsense. These are all canned speeches, and they're hoping that you'll turn around and donate some of your hard-earned money to them so they can buy some more $6 million mansions like the 3 lesbians at Black Lives Matter.
If you enjoyed that video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss a moment of Fearless.